Hey everybody, Crypto Mentor 99 here. How you doing? It is still October the 9th, and just when I thought I've done my last video, 3 hours goes by and I'm like, oh, this is too good to keep until tomorrow. I got to do this now. This is on crypto coins, which I will put in the description below. And you see a little Google logo here, or a big Google logo. And the article says, investing in Bitcoin is like betting on internet companies in the 90's, says former Goldman Sachs VP. And maybe you know this, but I want to get this out because I just think it's interesting, informative, and true. Former Goldman Sachs Vice President Matthew Getz believes that investing in Bitcoin is comparable to investing in internet companies in the early 90's. It's clear this technology is disruptive, but it's impossible to know whether Bitcoin will be usurped by another cryptocurrency down the road, perhaps one that hasn't even been invented yet. Getz, who co-founded cryptocurrency investment firm Block Tower Capital, which I'll put in the link below, earlier this year, compares the current state of cryptocurrency to the development of the internet in the 90's. And I was actually around in the early 90's on the when the internet got started, these internet companies. So it's still kind of fresh in my mind. Some of the viewers may be a little bit younger. Maybe you weren't even born yet. I'm not even sure. It says you could be right on the thesis that cryptocurrencies are transformative, and you could make you think that it's the right bet at this time. But remember, one time you had Yahoo, and then this thing called Google came along. And I actually remember when Yahoo and Google came along and Microsoft. And I remember talking with a friend of mine about maybe investing in Microsoft, which I didn't. I wish I should have. I should have. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. It says, indeed, few people in 1994 could have predicted the rise that Amazon would make over the next 2 decades. Likewise, could the users of Archie, the first internet search engine, which I remember, have ever imagined what a central role a search provider and its parent company would play in the average person's daily life. This is making me feel like an old man talking about the beginning of the internet. I've talked about this before. A lot of times, ICOs or companies that want to launch an ICO, it's called first mover advantage. And that is if you're the first one in the space of whatever your crypto space is, there's something to be said about being the first one. And I made a video a couple days ago about, you remember the first man on the moon, the first astronaut that went into orbit. And there's something significant about being first mover advantage in a crypto space, whether it's a debit card or a banking card or whatever. And I can remember again in the early 90's, all of the internet companies, and it was on, the news, and people say, oh, that stock's not going to last long, and oh, this internet and computer stuff, oh, that's just a fad, and don't waste your money. And so it's kind of like some of the naysayers are kind of saying the same thing, but I'm not. I want to encourage you guys. I remember when Google came along. So investing in Bitcoin is like betting on internet companies in the 90's. It was kind of hard to make a mistake back then, betting on certain internet companies. So be encouraged, do your due diligence. Bitcoin's on the rise again this week. I'm your crypto mentor. Thank you, Bean, for being in my little crypto family. I did a video on that the other day. Appreciate everybody. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Thanks for your comments. And I'm always your Crypto Mentor 99. Love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.